because molting is it's a natural process. Birds will go through it sometime, seasonally, especially if you have those prominent seasons. During the growing phase before they get to the laying house, it's natural for birds to go through molting. But once you get them, you also find that you'll see birds losing feather. You might go in there and find a naked bird sometime, and then they regrow the feathers. What some people do too is at the end of the laying period, if they can't really afford to replace the whole set of birds, what they do is that they put them through a stage of mold. I don't know if you practice any molting.
I've never done that. I heard about it, but I've never done it.
Okay, so what it is basically is natural molting is that birds will naturally shed their feathers. So sometimes they shed feathers on their head and neck, then the body. They have the primary and the secondary feathers on the wing. They shed those and then they regrow them. And once they regrow those feathers, then it's almost like the bird is jump starting themselves, and they start laying. They look shiny, they look better. They start laying bigger eggs. They might not lay as much as before, but eggs are obviously bigger. So you find that people do that. You might find a hot bird inside the house molting every now and again. Out of season, you might come and find one bird or two birds here dropping feathers and then molting. There are instances even when birds are frightened and then they might go into molting. So there are other stress factors, and then you have the forced molt where people try to force the birds to actually molt, especially when their egg production go down to a certain level and they want to jumpstart them. But the basic thing to understand is to ensure that it's done properly, if it's going to be done. A lot of people, when they do it, they take away feed and water, which is not a good idea. But there are molting ration out there that you can even get from us, where you can put the birds on that. It doesn't allow them to lay because it's not high enough in nutrition to let them lay, but they will still shed feathers. And birds need to have access to water at all time, obviously for welfare reasons. So it's not that it's something that farmers do. It's a natural process that happens in all birds.
Okay.